For the do now, you're going to take the number right next to the parentheses. In this case, is this -2. And we're going to distribute. -2 times -6c is going to give you a positive 12c. -2 times -6 is going to give you a positive 12. Then you have to bring down your -2 in the front. You're then going to identify your like terms, which are here and here. Because they don't have the variables attached to them, and you're going to combine. -2 plus 12 is going to give you 10. So your answer is 12c plus 10. Second question, to simplify the expression, the first thing we'll need to do is combine our two negatives to form a positive. So we'll have 6x minus 6 plus 5x, and then we look for our like terms. Both of these terms have x attached to them, so we combine them, and we end up with 11x minus 6 as our final answer. Solving 1 and 2 step equations. You have different types of equations. The ones that you'll learn in this lesson are your 1-step equations, which look like this, and your 2-step equations, which look like this. Later on, you'll learn multi-step equations. So to solve these equations, you're going to use inverse operations, meaning if you see addition, you're going to use the inverse and you're going to subtract. If we see subtraction, we're going to use the inverse and we're going to add. Same with multiplication. If we see that, we're going to divide, and if we see division, we're going to multiply. So the first set of examples are your 1-step examples. You have to remember the goal is to get x by itself on the left side of the equation. I am just going to draw this line to separate the left side and the right side of my equation. And again, to get x by itself, I need to get rid of the -3 by performing the inverse, which is to add 3 to the other side of the equation. 3 cancels on the left. I'm left with x is equal to, and 6 plus 3 is going to give me positive 9 as my final answer. For B, again, I want x by itself. 9 is being added, so I'll need to subtract 9 on both sides, and I'll see that x is -6. For C, x is in your numerator being divided by +2. So the inverse of division is to multiply. So I'm going to multiply 2 on the left, multiply 2 on the right. All that happens on the left is my denominator cancels. I'm left with x is equal to -5 times 2 is -10. For D, to get x by itself, x is being multiplied by 3, and I know that because it's right next to x. So I am simply going to divide 3 on both sides for an x equal to +2. These are the 1-step on your own problems. What I would do is I would pause the video to see if I can do these on my own, and then unpause to check my answers. So first question, we have multiplication going on, so we'll need to divide 4 on both sides, and we end up with an x of +6. For B, we have x in our numerator being divided by 5, and our inverse is to multiply 5 on both sides. Our 5 cancels. X is going to equal -30 for B. For C, the inverse of addition is for you to subtract 3 to get x by itself. It's going to cancel on the left. I'm left with x, which is what I want. It's going to equal, and be careful because that's a -12 minus 3 for a final answer of -15. Last but not least, we're going to add 5 Add 5. 5 cancels, and x is equal to -1.